Hey guys, Nick Holden here, aka DVD Collector 96, and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. Okay guys, so welcome to a new Netflix and chill vlog in the channel. Recently, I have to be honest, I was going through Netflix and I saw a banner of a new movie being announced as coming soon, and it's The Electric State. I heard zero things about this movie. I didn't saw any kind of promotion before. I didn't know what the movie was about. I knew nothing. So, as I explained to you guys in the past, I have this list that I use to track the films on the year that I want to watch. Let's say I go to the movie theaters, I see a trailer, the movie gets my attention, so I add it to this list. And eventually I also decide if I want to get it on physical media or not. These are digital streaming movies, so they usually do not get a physical media release. Mostly Netflix hardly ever does a physical media release of their movies. But anyways, at the point that I'm recording this video, the movie premiered yesterday, Friday, March the 14th. Today is Saturday night on March the 15th. So I spent the whole Saturday basically catching up on the TV shows that I watch on a regular basis, like Ghost, The Neighborhood, things like that. And I decided to leave the night to basically watch this movie. I have only here one YouTuber that I follow, a YouTuber from Spain, talking about this movie, and he said the movie was boring. I'm the person that I like to judge movies by itself, and I like to watch them. Not everybody has the same experience with the movie. Sometimes movies that somebody hates, some other people love. And just by the poster and kind of like by the little scenes that I have seen here and there, I'm kind of excited for it. And it has amazing directors, and I love Chris Pratt. Usually I love the movies that he put out. So anyways, I have the Wikipedia page right here. The Electric State is a 2025 American science fiction action adventure film produced and directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. Screenplay by Christopher Markus and Stephen McFeely is loosely based on the 2018 illustrated novel by Simon Stålenhag. So, if it's based on something, and if there is a source material, I understand that people may be critical if they don't follow the source material, if they change a lot of details on the story, but since I have zero idea about this world, it's a different watching experience for me. But anyways, the film stars Millie Bobby Brown and Chris Pratt alongside Ke Huy Quan, Jason Alexander, Woody Harrelson, Anthony Mackie, Brian Cox, Jenny Slate, Giancarlo Esposito, which we recently saw him on Captain America Brave New World, and Stanley, Tucci. The Electric State had its world premiere on February 24 of 2025 at Grauman Egyptian Theater in Los Angeles, California, and was released on Netflix on March 14. The film received negative review from critics. So people are hating this film, and I think it's also a long film. I haven't even put the preview on Netflix just yet because I decided to record the intro first. Guys, another thing that I've seen people criticize a lot, and I see it right here, the budget for this film was 320 millions. So, for a film that expensive to be doing bad on Netflix, we're going to check in the Netflix page in a second. I haven't even seen, well, I haven't opened Netflix today, but I haven't even seen if it got to the top 10. So anyways, I have zero idea on what to expect for this movie. I do hope that I like it because I've been so busy these days and I've been trying to catch up with TV shows that I haven't seen a lot of movies through the year. That's something that needs to change. And next week, Snow White is getting released, so I'm super excited for that one. But anyways, guys, again, it's been a while. Last movie that I saw was last weekend. I saw the 2 Tomb Raider movies that I own on Blu-ray Steelbooks. It's that blue and yellow Steelbook right there. But anyways, it's about to be a fun Netflix and chill night. Let's go ahead and put the movie to see what we can expect about it. And as usual for these kind of vlogs, at the end of the video, I will be giving you guys my honest review and my honest opinions about this one. So stay tuned. Guys, I just spent, let me put myself over here, I don't want to get copyright, but I just got like 10 minutes because I have this Samsung TV. I don't know if you have ever experienced this with a Samsung TV before. I have a Samsung phone myself. The videos that you see on my channel, I record them with my personal Samsung Galaxy. But for some weird reason, Samsung's TV, at least my experience, they get slow over time. I have it for over 4 years now. But I just have to wait 15 minutes because the TV wasn't recognizing my internet connection. Nothing wrong with my wireless connection today. I was checking my laptop, I had internet, everywhere except for my TV. And then when I finally was able to get the internet going, then Netflix wasn't working. I can see the the account, but I can see the 2 usernames. I'm trying to get to mine and it doesn't load or anything. But anyways, the trailer is over, yes. So, I just searched for the movie, and as I told you that I needed it to check, it's already on the top 10. So even though it's getting negative review, people are watching it because it's like the newest movies that they added on Netflix. There is a few movies right there, for example, Kraven the Hunter, which I'm still waiting for my 4K Steelbook. It's there on Netflix already. They have a few scenes right there on top 10. I'm also watching the TV show with Ke Huy Quan, Running on Point or Running Low, something like that, which have been renewed for a second season. I watched the first 2 episodes and it's really good. But anyways, guys, the movie is a sci-fi. It's of course on 4K and it's 2 hours and 8 minutes. So it's going to be a long movie. The 8 minutes are probably credits, so it's going to be 2 hours, maybe a little bit less than 2 hours. And again, it's on the top 10 already. It's a Netflix exclusive movie. After a war between humans and machines, robots lost their freedom. People lost themselves in tech, and Michelle lost everyone she loved. Or did she? So again, because of the poster, because of the trailer, the movie kind of got my attention. The kind of like what the movie is about is kind of like argument more into that. Let's see if I enjoy it. Let's see if it's entertaining. I hope it's not a boring movie because again, I'm about to spend 2 hours watching it to give you guys my honest review. So stay tuned.
Raise those hands. I'd love to avoid any unwarranted violence.
I would as well.
Okay guys, so I'm done watching the movie. And I do have to say, I know I read before that the critics were being negative. And they're being a little harsh. It's not the worst movie ever, but it's also not the best movie of the year. The Electric State. So in this story, the story of the world basically was a little bit different. So it basically starts at a point where with key points into the story, we learn that humans are creating robot machines to do whatever we need to do. Toasters, whatever you can think about. And eventually at some point in history, these machines were tired of basically doing whatever we put them to do, and they wanted to have a life of their own. So of course the human race starts to fight their movement to be free, and this millionaire guy basically takes control over the situation and creates kind of like a virtual experience where if the humans put these things on, they basically become a robot, and then they win the fight. Machines sign an agreement with the president of the United States of the moment, and they got into an exclusion part of the world. And then we say like, without those machines, but we serve human race stated super dependent on technology. Like, it's like living into a virtual reality at every single point. But anyways, the movie basically starts with these couple of brothers. The brother is super smart. He takes a test that it took Einstein like 3 days, and he takes it like in 20 minutes or something like that. And he teach the sister that by particles they can be together even if they're not on the same place, but whatever. The story moves a little bit ahead, of course, and we find out that the sister is now by herself because the whole family, including her, the 2 parents, and the brother, had run into an accident with a deer. So, the little guy basically was pronounced dead. The sister was really down, but then out of the blue, this robot character of the show that they used to watch when they were little kids appears and let her know that he's alive somewhere, but he doesn't know where. So she basically runs with the robot, which is her brother, and she meets the Pratt character, a paranoid character with help of a robot that is basically selling memorabilia, like all things that doesn't work and that don't get created in the real world anymore. But anyways, guys, I mean, the concept of the movie could have been explored in a different way, and I don't want to continue ahead because again, that will be more spoilers. It's a good movie if you want to watch it like once. It was okay for me to have it in my memory of like, okay, I watched it once, it was okay. It wasn't that fun, and it's a 2-hour movie. I was looking at my phone a lot. It took me a while like to go to the whole feature, and it has a pretty okay ending, kind of like a little bit predictable. And it also has the last scene basically leave the door open just in case they want to go back into the future to do some sequels. The directors are amazing. There is a few key moments of the movie which are good. I love the music that they put. But again, it was a concept that could have been explored in a different way. For example, Ready Player One, it was a innovative story. It was fun to watch, and it's kind of like humans living into this VCR kind of world. And this is not like that related to that, but again, humans are so used to different kind of technology. They were just obsessed with this kind of robot technology. And of course, the movie has action moments because eventually the girl looking for the brother finds out that the corporation that should be good, it's bad. What it usually happens, and I don't even have to spoil the ending for you to know that it's going to be a fight with the bad guys, and I'm not even going to tell you guys who wins. But again, it's the newest Netflix movie. It's on the top 10 because everybody's going to be watching it. Again, Pratt is a strong name, and a lot of people are going to watch the movie for him. That's basically the main reason when I saw the poster art. The poster art looks pretty good, and then I kind of saw a glimpse of a few scenes, and then I saw Pratt, and I was like, you know what? I definitely wanted to be watching this movie, but I understand now what the critics are being negative and what my favorite YouTuber said, that basically the movie was boring. It was at some points a little bit harder to get through. But anyways, that was my movie of the night. That was my newest Netflix and chill movie. I think the next one I'm going to be watching from Netflix is on March 28th. The List of Life, something like that, with Sofia Carson. So I'm excited to watch that one. It's been already promoted on Netflix. But anyways, guys, out of 10, I say I give this movie a 5. It's a movie that just once in a lifetime movie. This is the kind of movies that even if I see them on Netflix, I'm not like, oh my god, I need to have a copy on my physical media collection. I don't care, and I don't mind having this movie or watching it again in the future. You never know, maybe at some point you are like, oh, you know what, let's just put this movie and rewatch it, but it didn't get to me like that way, like, oh my god, I need to rewatch it like eventually in the future. But anyways, you do yourself a favor and give movies an opportunity. Maybe your favorite movie is there waiting for you, and it's a movie that everybody criticizes and you're just going to love it. That happens to me with a lot of movies that a lot of people hate, and I ended up loving it. And the most important example is The Little Mermaid, the live action from Disney. Of course, I love the animated version, but I also love the live action. And I think the same thing is going to happen for me next week when I'm going to be watching Snow White live action for the very first time, and I'm super excited for that movie to come out. But anyways, guys, that was this new Netflix and chill vlog. I hope you have enjoyed the video, and I hope you give this movie an opportunity and go ahead and watch it. I would love to know in the comments if you have already seen it. What are your thoughts on the movie? If you've seen it was good, it was bad, it was right in the middle. So feel free to open a conversation down below in the comments. But anyways, guys, that will be all for today's video. Like I always say, I hope you guys are enjoying with this new content in the channel. If you are, please let me know in the comments, leave me a like, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can keep the journey going. And see you guys again soon on a new video.